Hey boys, welcome back to some more AFL Evolution 2 career mode, Be a Pro career mode. And as you can see, due to recent performance, we will be playing in the lower grades. We've been dropped from the main squad. I'm actually, so a couple of things to point out here. So I like the fact that, you know, you can get relegated, you can get promoted, seemingly pretty easily, which is a good and a bad thing. I'll get into the bad thing in a second, but I do like that in a game. You know, it's always annoying, like in any other sporting game, you know, you get into the top grade, and even if you do play pretty poorly, you pretty much just stay there. There's no real, you know, performance like dictator at all. So I like the fact that you can get demoted, but the thing that it's a little bit it's got me a little bit scratching my head is the fact that it seems to be a little bit staged, in all honesty. As a beautiful center ball there, we showed a fair bit of courage to go back into the pack there and take a good grab, as about probably kicking this from about 52 meters out, or just on the 50. Put the old torp in, and that is a belting kick. You know, we're back in the lower grade, so I mean we got to turn up and perform, basically. So we're going to be doing everything in our power to get back into the main squad. But yeah, it seems to be a little bit staged, because I mean, I think in all of our matches we've got player of the match, and I think last game we didn't have our best game. I think we missed a couple of goals that we should have kicked, and you know, it wasn't one of our best, but it wasn't that bad. And it's sort of like, you know, if you're going to get dropped, surely you'd be dropped on the back of like a couple of bad performances. So that's the only thing that I'm like a little bit scratching my head about. It's not, at the end of the day, it's not a huge deal. It adds a little bit of theatre to the Be a Pro, so I'm not disappointed about that aspect. It's a cool thing to, you know, fight our way back and stuff, but it is a little bit, I don't know if it is just in your Be a Pro career, you just have a moment where you do get dropped regardless of performance, as that one we just put down on the chest. You know, we were going back into the traffic, but that was a little bit of a disappointing effort, straight off the chest, and down she went, as leading out onto the wing here, looking for a centering ball probably. But manning close there, gets out. Actually, no matter. The bloody obviously, we just bump off one dude, and then we get very lucky. I was in two minds. I didn't know where the heck to go, and then we cop the high shot. So we get very, very lucky. But honestly, the jerseys, obviously in real life, the Swans and the Gold Coast Suns, their jerseys aren't like that. Likewise, as we put an absolute bomb of a kick in the torpedo, dude. We're absolutely nailing the kicks, and that is a huge goal. Absolutely massive from out wide as well. That is an absolute boomer. But on the game here, geez, it was hard to tell who was who. It was very, very hard. It's a very bright, clear, beautiful day, and in action, I could not tell who the hell was who. I could not tell who was on my team for half of it. But that's a little bit of back info for you guys. It was a struggle, dude. Obviously, you know, there's a little bit of yellow on our jerseys, but yeah, during the action, during the frantic action, as we are absolutely belting the Swans here at the minute. But yeah, that's my only little. It's not even really a gripe. It is a little bit like, you know, why did we get dropped? But you know, regardless, it's a cool addition. I like the fact that you can get dropped as, again, beautiful work. That's just a great little bit of play. We set up our man with a nice pass, pushed in, effort on effort, as I tried to play on and get a pass away. Probably a little bit ambitious right there. I could just gone back for goal, slot another one, but you know, I wanted to get an assist and try to center for the forward up into the square, but we get the goal regardless. Very handy. So 26-0. This is turning into an absolute thumping. And I mean, bringing back an absolute superstar myself. I mean, what did they think was going to happen? I'm just a prodigy, an absolute prodigy back in the grades here. So, you know, it's good stuff. I'm like, who the hell is who? I could not tell who was chasing the ball, dude. But yeah, you know, that's pretty much all I had to say about that. We got dropped. And if you read that thing, it said for the next few games. So I don't know if there is like a certain amount of time you do spend out of the team, or maybe if I do play extremely well in this game, I do go straight into the first grade squad again. I'm not too sure how it works, but the wording did say for the next few matches it would you know, keep an eye on our performances. So I guess, you know, if all we have to do, play well in this game, play well in any other game that we find ourselves in. And I mean, that's always the goal. We always want to play our best footy, as we get a little bit of breakaway there, but the swarm, the pressure came quickly. Again, trying to figure out who the hell is on my team, who the heck's not. As that looked like it was in the back, but not apparently. So it is going to be a ball up in about our 50, so we got a chance to go on the attack again. We try to step around, holding the ball. I didn't really have too much time. I guess I did get a step off, but geez, a little bit harsh right there as we're leading up here, looking for the mark. But that's great play, playing on. That's a good goal. That's a very nice goal. They're actually kicking better in this grade than the freaking AFL, dude. There's a beautiful work here on the breakaway, and we've missed it to the right. That's a disappointing finish. It was great lead up play, breaking off the mark there, and should have finished. It was a golden opportunity to slot it, but we did miss as we definitely cop a high shot there. So approaching the halftime break with the lead. The lead has dwindled slightly. The Swans have fought their way back a little bit, as again pushing up, effort on efforts type stuff. We hit the man up on the lead, pushing into the forward 50 for an easier shot. Again, you know, some people might look at it as being a little bit selfish. I really don't think so. You know, that's what you want your players to do, push up into space. If they got an easier shot, I'll pass it to them, and if I've got an easier shot, then I'm going to take the shot, because I'm an absolute sharpshooter. Again, just the simple drop punt beautifully through the goals. That's a classical goal. Kicked a couple of bomb of torpedoes, but that one just standard, just shelling peas for the superstar here, as another high shot comes right there. As it looks like this is gonna be the last. We cop look like a little head clash there, but going into the halftime break with a fairly sizable lead, we have been a major contributor to this to the success so far. And yeah, like I said, all we got to do is work hard. Here is again courageous catch there in traffic, and again it's gonna be a big kick, but no real wind to contend with. This should be just a nice free flow straight as a die. Doesn't actually have the distance on her, but Ben King up in the slot there takes a grab, and I don't know if this is counted as a goal assist, but I'm speechless. I guess it doesn't get counted as a goal assist regardless, dude. I'm speechless. He freaking missed it. I think it looked like he missed everything for a second. It was that bad a kick. I don't know how he missed it, but he did. So yeah, you know, you wonder why sometimes what is happening here. We do end up taking the mark. It's very strange. Sometimes it's weird because when it sometimes confuses me sometimes, because when the AI is we go for a little banana, dude. I wanted to see how it came out, because I was like, if I ever need to do a banana kick from the pocket, I want to see the sort of trajectory. So right in front of goals, I thought, you know what, let's have a stab at it, and we did complete an objective as well. So you know, it's not a bad little turn of events there. As again, beautiful work here, spinning away. We didn't need to spin, but we apparently what did we do? We copped a high shot. A bit fortuitous regardless. But what I was going to say is it's sometimes a little bit confusing because your player, when the AI take a mark, as we absolutely just dismantle someone there. We do get tackled, but it was nice to just put the big don't argue into someone's chest. I can't get my sentence away. I'll eventually say it, dude. Right there, that's exactly when they take the mark, they like sprint. They sprint the other direction, and obviously that, you know, they've got that in the game to sort of, it's gonna miss again, but they got it in the game, I guess, to speed it up and to make it so they get ready for a kick quicker, which is obviously good, and I'm happy that it's like that. They don't just like wander back and take the time. But when they sprint like that, half the time I'm like, what the hell? Is he going the wrong way? It looks very strange as this one. Oh, Jesus Christ. That is an absolute shocker. It looked pretty good at not that kick, but the kicking accuracy was pretty good at the start of the game, but the second half here has turned into a little bit of a shit show in terms of goal kicking accuracy. It's been quite a few whiffs, so you know you can expect that. But hopefully we can finish strongly as we lay the big tackle there. We've missed a few tackles. I want to get into the rhythm. Is that's good right there. We played the tackle, put the pressure on the next player, got the kick out of bounds. I mean that right there, that's good stuff. You know, kicking goals, that's great. Goal assists are probably even better. And then laying tackles, putting pressure on defensively, that's the type of stuff. That's the type of stuff I like. As we are being the dominant force in this match. Is get a nice little tap down there. We couldn't really do much at all. Unfortunately, we do gift over possession, and we are subbed off here. The fourth quarter, there's a couple of minutes to go. We probably aren't going to find ourselves back on the pitch, but you know, going back into the lower grades, dropped from the AFL. I mean, you know, we couldn't ask for much better. We had a dominant display. Our team has won, and that's the other thing as well. Like our team, Gold Coast Suns as a whole, we were absolutely destroying teams. If we were losing matches, you know, it would make more sense if they're going to drop someone. But because we were beating teams so easily, it's sort of a bit like why was I dropped? But you know, again, it's not a huge deal as we do get a very nice victory here, and 68-24, just killed them. Player of the match undoubtedly goes to myself. 15 disposals, four goals, beautiful stuff. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this series. It's been a lot of fun so far. Make sure to like and comment, and I will see you in the next one.